Hello, hello. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. We are back. I'm back. I'm with Alexia. Alexia, how are you doing?
I'm fine. So I was just telling you that I did a very different thing on my day already today.
Mm-hmm.
I had a cup of coffee.
You had a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
And how was that cup of coffee?
I love it. The problem is that I'm gonna feel horrible in more or less 2 hours.
Horrible, like with a headache?
No, with my tummy hurting.
Yeah. You know, that's the reason most people drink coffee. It's because it makes your tummy hurt and then you have to poop.
I thought it would be for them to be awake.
Yeah, that's how you wake up because you realize you have to poop.
Is that like everyone or just Foster Hodge?
That's everyone, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so Foster, welcome back. I'm really glad that you're here. Well, welcome back to Alex as well, because if you're not here, I'm not here as well.
Yes, thank you. So today, Alexia, we are going to talk about words, beautiful words. And this comes from a recommendation from you. So do you want to explain a little bit about your recommendation for the podcast episodes today?
Yes, so as you guys already know, I love discovering new things on TikTok. And
Yes, Alexia is a 13-year-old girl, but we did record a very fun episode on TikTok.
Yeah, so I am one of those millennials that loves TikTok. I don't have any shame about saying that at all.
There's no shame in that.
Yeah, and last night, this guy appeared for me on my For You page, and he was explaining a lot of words in English, like words that they look similar but they are completely different, or they are the same, but it's for like different reasons why you say it. Like more casual or more formal, for example.
Yeah. So I don't know this guy's work and his page as well as you do, but as far as I can tell, it's a guy who looks like a professor, an academic type.
He's a writer.
He's a writer. So he looks like a writer wearing, one of those tweed jackets.
Yeah, he looks like a movie character.
Yeah.
So his name, just let me say this already. Hey, Greg, if you ever listen to this, his name is Greg Hinthorn. And he describes himself on TikTok as the CEO of words. And I love that.
Yeah. Except I already have that position. So sorry, Greg. But yeah, this is a guy talking about words, especially focusing on just difficult, tricky words in English, words that people have a lot of questions about or problems with. So today, and for the next couple of episodes, we thought we could use his work as inspiration to talk about words.
Yeah. And I love how he does it because it's very simple. And we are going to do the same thing here. So thank you, Greg, for the inspiration. And let's do it, Foster.
Let's do it. Let's get started. So today, Alexia, I wanted to talk a little bit more about homophones.
Yay.
So question number 1, putting you on the spot, Alexia. Do you remember what a homophone is?
Yes, I do. Okay, so a homophone is when you have the same sound for two different words.
Precisely.
Like there and there.
Yes, or bear and bear.
Yeah.
Or your and your. Alexis. Great job, Alexia. So homophones are just two words with the same pronunciation. So we pronounce them in the exact same way, but they have different meanings. They have different definitions.
Yes.
Okay. and we recorded an entire episode about homophones in English. I believe it was episode 234, if you want to learn more about homophones.
Yeah, we are going to leave it here on the show notes.
Okay. So today, Alexia, I just wanted to start with two really, really common and really simple homophones. I think most of our listeners already know these ones, but it's always good to review a little bit and have some fun with them.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So the first group of homophones that we're going to look at today, Alexia, your and your.
Ha, I knew it.
Okay. So do you want to begin and try to explain the difference between your, Y-O-U-R, and your, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E?
So one is you are with the apostrophe, and the other one is your, like it's from you.
Yes.
So one it's you are special, you're special, or the other one is like I like your shirt.
Exactly. So just to clarify a little bit more, we have your, which is a contraction of you are. So a contraction is just when we are combining words, putting a little apostrophe and making them shorter. So you are transfers into your. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other hand, we have your, Y-O-U-R, which indicates possession. That is your microphone. Look at your beautiful face.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's begin with some examples.
And I think that a lot of Americans, they get it wrong when they are writing, right? I feel that a lot of Americans, they don't know the difference as well.
I think most people know the difference, but it is a mistake that a lot of people make when they are writing. And it's one of those really easy mistakes that if you see someone make this mistake, you're thinking, that was stupid.
Okay.
Okay, so Alexia, let's do this. I will give you an example with your, Y-O-U-R, to indicate possession, and then I want you to give me an example.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's imagine, Alexia, how is your day going?
My day is pretty good. It's a sunny day. I didn't do much. I worked a lot. What about your day?
Excellent.
Ha.
Excellent. So when we are saying your day, we are not saying that this day belongs to you, but we're talking about your day specifically, not someone else's day. This is yours. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Can you give me another example of your, Y-O-U-R? Take your time.
I don't know. Maybe the other day you were telling me about your writing, and I would love to read it.
Okay. That's confusing because you said you were, and then you said your. But that's good. That's good to see the difference in one example. So I can think of,
I'm horrible giving examples.
You are not horrible at giving examples.
Okay.
But thinking of new examples is one of the best ways to spark your creativity and just inspire you a little bit. So, Alexia, I love your new plants.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Do you think that is a normal response to the statement that I just made?
I'm glad that you like my new plants, Foster. because I don't know about my new plans at all.
Okay. So this is a good example that kind of demonstrates the difference between your with possession and you are, which is the contraction. So if I say, Alexia, I love your new plants, and then you say, I don't know about my new plants, you see the connection between your and my.
Yeah, it's my, those are my new plans. It's my possession. I had the idea.
Exactly. So if you substitute the word your for my, and it still makes sense, that means that you should use your, Y-O-U-R, for possession. So if I say, these are your plants, and you say, yes, they are my plants, then that's correct, right? It still makes sense.
You were saying plants.
Yeah.
I understood plants. That's why now I got everything. Yes, I love my new plans as well. I took a lot of effort putting this together. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are welcome. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So now that is clear, think about this example. You're welcome. So same pronunciation. I'm saying your, just like more, but with the y sound at the beginning. You're welcome. Now try to substitute this for my. So instead of saying your, say my.
It was my pleasure.
Okay, good job. What I'm trying to show is if you say my welcome,
it doesn't
that
work.
doesn't make any sense, right? Because here we are using the contraction you are. So my welcome doesn't make sense. And that tells you that, okay, this should be the contraction. You are your welcome.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Plans and plants are really similar. We had to work with that.
Plants, plans.
Yeah, but if you hear this recording afterwards, yeah, it's so similar. That's why I was so confused. I'm sorry, you guys, but now you could see how I could get confused.
Yeah, no, that's a very confusing point. I was actually talking about this with one of our students, Daisy.
Hey, Daisy.
Hey, Daisy. About that soft T sound at the end and how it can be confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about your and your?
I feel great, seriously, because you just need to understand if it's a possession or not. And then everything is easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would also suggest that most of the time people have confusion with this in writing. Normally, when you're talking, it's a little bit easier. But I've noticed a lot of our students, they will say you are instead of your. And that's not super common in spoken normal English. So if I say, you are going to the supermarket, that sounds really it sounds like a lot and robotic to me. I always say, you're going to the supermarket, right?
Yeah, just like Google Translator saying, you are going to the supermarket.
Okay. Alexia, thank you very much for your recommendation today. I'm sure that you're going to learn a lot from this episode.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
You're
Awesome.
welcome.
Thank you so much, guys, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.